Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Today I have Bag joining me on the line. What's up, Bag? How you doing, man?
Yo, what's up? Happy to be here.
Happy to have you, man. I reached out to you right after you won the grand finals. You won it all, man, in Gamestry. Congratulations, dude. This is
Thank
a
you.
huge accomplishment. Just so many of the best players in the game were inside this contest. Let's go ahead and press play here so we can kind of
All right.
start. You're gonna actually play in 3, 2, 1, go. And
Okay.
you're going to kind of bring us into your head during the finals against the GodRF. It was US versus USA. Really cool. Before we get into the gameplay here and analyzing everything, did you expect to get to the finals? Were you nervous? How did you feel about it?
I was just saying, like, to myself, like, I know, like, even the group stage, I was saying, all right, we just gotta make it, like, and we're gonna make it. And then I made it. And then from day one in the bracket, I'm like, I'm not here to get a couple wins and look nice. I'm here to win. And then I kept having that mentality.
Yeah,
And
dude, and I think better than anybody, my viewers know from watching you on the channel. You've been on the channel quite a few times. I think better than anybody, you know every single one of these players and their strengths and their weaknesses. So,
mhm.
Before you got to RF, who do you feel like was your most feared opponent? Maybe not necessarily the best, but like who's somebody who you felt like, oh crap, I don't want to face them because I faced them on ladder and they win, or something like that.
People, like, in the final 12, I was most scared of, like, mainly Ruben, but then RF second.
Hmm.
And then Wero. But I was scared of Wero because of how good he is as a player. But
Hmm.
but then I thought about it more and I realized that, like, if I just had to run like Elixir. I did. And what I did was he banned, I think, like, healer or something, and then I just used Elixir Golem without a healer. So yeah. So my strategy there was like, for each of these best of fives, it was all based on like how hard is it going to be to win with bans, or like how versatile are they, and how to
Yeah.
against like my decks. It's like RF, it was tricky because like he had a bunch of different decks that some like just like hard counter me, and some were like really easy matchups, and it also depended on like the bans. There were two best of fives because I won the winner bracket. So for this the second best of five, and in the first one I lost because I think I banned like Magic Archer, and then I realized like that ban wasn't really working for me, so I banned Bomb Tower. And most of his decks that he was running, like, yeah, as you can see in the first match, have Bomb Tower, and this isn't even his like main deck.
Mm.
Um, it's not even like one of his like, but yeah, I like banned Bomb Tower because I realized like it would eliminate a lot of these decks like Balloon, and if he was to run Graveyard, he would have to use like Tombstone or Bar Putt, which would make it easier for Elixir Golem.
Okay, and obviously you play Elixir Golem a lot in the finals. Is Elixir Golem like your strongest deck right now? Do you feel like it was the strongest deck in general in this meta?
It's like, for me, like the final, like, it's not like Elixir Golem is one of my favorite win conditions. It's the easiest one to use,
Hmm.
but like I I was using it more or less like the people I was facing, like in the first two best of threes that were before like the final day, I didn't even use Elixir Golem that much, so it always based off of my opponents. And I realized that like Elixir Golem would be really good against Pompeo and Wero, and then against RF. Um, After banning Bomb Tower, I realized it would. I mean, counter to it, and the only other cards that like kind of destroy it is like Firecracker, which you'll see later. He runs, but he doesn't have the spell that helps him. And then like Bowler or like Hogexy, like those decks all beat like Elixir Golem, but those aren't decks he really uses.
Yeah, and you dropped to match. You dropped match number 1 here, and I apologize, guys, on the Discord. It kind of cuts out every so often, but hopefully you guys can still make out what he's saying. But in this next match, you lose match 1. So
Hmm.
are you worried at this point, and what adjustments do you want to make here right now going into match number 2?
Well, one, I banned Bomb Tower
Okay, yeah.
because it said I banned Bomb Tower, and I thought that he was gonna like, try to snipe Elixir Golem. So I mean, he kind of did, but like not as much as I thought he would have, because like, I mean, the signal, if I were him, and I think he did get, was like, oh, he's been running Elixir Golem a lot, and he banned Bomb Tower, so he's gonna maybe run it this game. So yeah, I tried to be like kind of methodical about which deck I was gonna use in like which game, and I kind of took my time before like each match.
Yeah,
I was
and
making poor decisions.
this is a obviously a Barb Hut Lava Hound deck. So,
Yeah.
what's going through your mind right now? Are you happy with this matchup or not so much? Or
It it's like it's a weird matchup. Like you can definitely lose it, but like I mean, obviously, like I have poison, and he is like so many things I can like including the graveyard, and then but also like he can heal stuff, so it's kind of difficult.
Mhm.
But like I won it the last time I faced him in the first best of 5. It was like I think I like 3 crowned him, and
Mhm.
then he banned Lava Hound, so I realized that he's probably gonna ban Lava Hound or like healer again,
Mhm.
like use Lava Hound a lot.
Mhm.
And then you'll see after this match like what happens next as far as bans.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
at
I'm
least who
very
they
curious
ban.
into the band game. Bands are so pivotal in terms of my, at least in my taste, in terms of like viewer enjoyment and strategically deck selection and stuff like
Mhm.
that. But anyway, so
Yeah,
into this match right now, you're almost close to double elixir time. He uses his first graveyard here. Are
yeah.
you? And you have their poisons, so you're not panicking at this point.
So I knew that like I would take some damage, but I knew he's also gonna have to spend like a lot on defense because I have a Barb Hut down, I have a Lava Hound, and he went in. I got a +5 trade. Yeah, I
Mhm.
lost a lot of my tower, but like I can definitely take his with like having such a massive elixir lead along with a Barb Hut and a Lava Hound. You can see I'm just kind of unloading at the bridge and
Mhm.
trying to not do it all at the same time. Well, partially it's because elixir, but you can see like I'm just gonna overwhelm him here
Yeah.
because you just played stuff. Not like you don't want to hit in the back and then get all like poisoned all at the same time. So you want to. What I was doing is like playing them all when I had it at the bridge behind the Lava Hound instead of like setting stuff up in the back. So that allowed me to like keep my troops alive so they wouldn't put that a poison. Then there's the 3 crown.
Yeah, and the chat was going nuts right now because we could all tell it was going to probably go like the distance here, or at least a lot of people thought it did. And, everybody's screaming about the deck selections and stuff, and the hype was real. And I should give a huge
Yeah.
shout. You guys can see him here, but Raval Aymar, you can check out his YouTube channel in the link below because he streamed this entire thing and just does so much for the community. Let's go into the next match here. All right, so guys, into the next match here. So tell me again the story of the bans and stuff. What's going through your mind this time? What'd you ban?
So Lava Hound is like the deck that does best against his deck pool, and I
Mm,
mean both games I ran it against him, I just destroyed him, and partially because it was like because of matchup, because I knew it'd be like it would be good against his decks. So this game, I was thinking that he was maybe gonna run like graveyard again. I wasn't. I was like he might be panicking a little right now, or he's not the person to panic, but like I mean it's like a big stage, and obviously like you like I know for me myself.
you were nervous. Yeah.
Yeah, there's just like so many things going through your head, and like sometimes you like second guess your deck choices,
Mm-hmm.
and then yeah, sometimes. So I just realized like going with my gut is usually the best because it's like that first instinct of what would be the best idea, and then you just don't overcomplicate things.
That's
So
true.
he banned Lava Hound, and then I realized that like the graveyard deck that he was gonna be running would lose to this Elixir Golem deck, and that's why like as you'll see my last card is a poison, so I brought that so I can definitely beat graveyard because
Graveyard. Yeah.
this is like after I banned Bomb Tower, I like was thinking I was like, all right, Golem deck against like what he would be running elsewise because Bomb Tower was like in a lot of his decks,
Mm-hmm.
and the poison will give me like a definitive win usually against graveyard because like without Bomb Tower, there's not much he can do. And if he does run like Splash Yard with the Tombstone, then I can poison the Tombstone, so
Yeah.
it really doesn't get value.
Yeah. And in this match so far, he has a damage advantage early. You have an
Yeah,
activated King Tower, but
yeah.
still, it's you took a lot of damage. So, kind of what's going through your head right now? Just getting to double
I
elixir
was
time, and
I
which you
was
are.
totally fine. Double elixir
Mm-hmm.
time is like the best time for elixir golem.
Mm-hmm.
Also, for you guys that like, you want to know like about elixir golem, like double elixir is like way better than all elixir times in like every single matchup versus any possible like 8 cards. Like obviously, if you have like a massive counter push, you can play it in front. But I suggest like elixir golems in the back.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Um,
my God! It's 2 elixir
like
golems, battle healer,
yeah.
mini P.E.K.K.A.
So I just at this point I just realized like
Spam them.
he's gonna he won't be able to defend it if I have like a healer keeping everything alive and I'm adding more to the equation. You see the
Yeah.
baby dragon just getting healed and healed, and then I just poison his firecracker preemptively, and then here I realized that he's gonna get damage with that, but my Electro Dragon will prevent one from hitting, so it's not
Hmm.
poison log range. And then I just go in here. I knew he couldn't get a Firecracker off because it would jump back and it wouldn't finish the tower. And
Yeah,
then there we go.
that's
Should
it.
be it. Yep.
Well played. And that activated King Tower actually helps you out there, because if you had gotten maybe a few more minor hits, he could
Yeah.
have log poisoned you out there, but it really helped out.
Yeah,
Well,
Firecracker, like it's easy to activate King Tower with, but like for some decks, it's just like it's so annoying because it's like like you don't have like I don't know, like it just feels like sometimes it doesn't die. You're not making any mistakes, and it still won't die for like. For otherwise, if it was like a princess or a dark goblin, that would have died in like 20
yeah.
seconds. But that thing can sometimes stay alive for like 45 to a minute. So
Yeah,
like,
what do you think of the, like, do you think that Firecracker will see a lot of run in CRL?
not at all in 2v2 because the free king, but like it
Hmm.
depends. Like it's like Firecracker is good in minor decks, and yeah, just good in like minor balloon or like I still don't know about it. It's good in minor balloon, but like I still think King Tower against a balloon is really helpful. But then again, you don't have NATO, so the whole
Yeah.
King Tower purpose isn't as important. But I think like Firecracker will be used with like minor a decent amount, but it won't be like the Magic Archer Wall Breakers or like the Graveyard Healer deck where you see like literally every like 3 matches or
Yeah, yeah,
2.
no doubt. Let's go ahead and sync up for the next match. All right, so here we go in the next one. And again, you're sticking with that bomb tower ban. You're just thinking, okay, he keeps
You
banning
can't
Lava
switch the
Hound.
ban. You
Oh,
can't
my bad.
switch the ban.
There we go.
Yeah.
So at this point, though, it's pretty easy for you, right? You're just gonna keep going Elixir Golem.
No, I'm running Graveyard because I didn't want about here is like he just ran the Firecracker deck with poison, which is not really helpful against healer. But the version with rocket would just destroy me. So I ran Graveyard Hope, like thinking he would run that because he would think that I'd repeat Elixir Golem. But he actually ran Graveyard of his own,
Mm-hmm.
and this like it kind of caught me off guard because like I hadn't like seen him. Like I know he uses graveyard, so like that part didn't surprise me. But I
Yeah.
just like this version I
Well,
wasn't
there.
expecting, so I didn't have like the game plan kind of thought out. I mean I know how to play the matchup, but
Yeah.
like there's like so much going through my head. So I go with a poison here because I value, and
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna have to spend more to like snowball. Yeah, as he did on defense.
Do you think that
Um,
RF, like, obviously RF known to be, a great player overall, but also known to be like a top tier graveyard player?
he's the
What?
best graveyard player without a doubt. Like it's
Yeah.
not even close.
What do you think makes him so incredibly good at graveyard? I mean, it's hard to. I'm sure it's hard to articulate exactly why, but why is
I
he
don't
so feared?
because like he's so consistent with it, and he
Hmm.
runs like he's ran it for like 3 years. Like he used to be like when he first started playing competitive, he was like an expo player, and he finished top 5 his first season on a max. And then he like um he's like Shishenka told him like try playing graveyard, and he did, and did like really well with it. So he just kept running graveyard, and
So
throughout
it's
like all the
repetition.
graveyard metas, he's just
Yeah.
been. He's not like a one trick, but like
Yeah.
he obviously before CRL like he would just be playing that on ladder, and then when CRL came out like he'd be practicing other stuff for like CCGS and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But his main deck is graveyard because he's been playing it for so long, and he's been playing like every version, like all the new versions that come out in the new meta. He's definitely gonna try it out and use it.
Yeah. So he's had so many reps of it, and here he's going in with the left, but you had your Ewiz in
I kind
hand,
of
and
overcommitted here.
okay.
I saw the barbs, and what I wasn't thinking about, like it would have been a better push, but I wasn't thinking about like how useful like snowball is, and how like if like I can't kill his musketeer, or I can't get to it, it gets like a lot of value. You can see
Mm-hmm.
like now this counter push, like I had to spend a lot on the left because the knight was menacing, and then here he just attacks. He's gonna graveyard here, and
Wow.
then I won't have enough to poison. And then yeah, the
Yeah.
skeletons will build up in the back.
Really good heads up, and it takes kind of a lot of cojones back to play graveyard against one of the graveyard greats too. But obviously, you're a confident player yourself, and you know the matchup, like you said.
My
There
second
we.
favorite deck, but like I think this game I just like I know what I did. Like I overcommitted, and I almost brought it back here at the
Yeah.
end. But like if I was like if the game was like in like the way it was the last bit, I think I would have won. But I think I just never got to like I had one healer push, be able to stop it since I had like barbs coming too. But he defended it really well because the musketeer,
Yep.
and yeah, that got him the win.
There you go. I was surprised you defended against that last like ginormous push on the right that he had. You know.
Yeah,
But you were
and
somehow.
you see, it actually gets pretty close here.
Yeah.
And then that graveyard's really good by him because he can, yeah, he gets the RNG on his
Yeah.
side. But like if I was able to get off, like if he didn't go graveyard there, I would have gone in on the left and forced him to defend, and I think I would have won. But he jumped the gun first, so I had to defend.
Yeah, dude, I was watching. I was at dinner out to eat, watching that one live, and I was like, "Wow, dude!" I thought you might have had him at the very end, like you said. But let's go ahead and go into
the final match.
Yeah, the final match here, and let's sync up. All right, so here we come to the final match here, Bag. So, like, are you feeling the pressure? Are you got a nervous guy, or are you pretty cool, calm, and collected?
I get nervous before, like I wasn't even nervous. I only get nervous the first game. Like I get nervous before the first game, and then I'm like totally fine,
Okay.
like in anything. So in like the end of season, like ladder to finish off, like or to secure like a finish for top like 20 or get nervous before like hitting battle, but then when I'm in the game, I'm like totally fine.
You're good. Yeah, I can see that. Kind of like an athlete nervous before a big game, but then when they get in, they just kind of get in that flow state. So total mirror on the first cards here. Are you thinking you guys are playing the same deck?
I didn't. Well, I was running Elixir Golem, so I didn't think he was. And I nailed that to the other side in case he would play an Ewiz. So we're just gonna get a really valuable poison here, mini P.E.K.K.A, so the Night Witch doesn't get any hits. And his RNG was like just not helping him at all.
No.
It really just was not good RNG. Usually you get like 200 or 300 damage.
Yeah.
But he didn't get really
anything there. I'm gonna have, by the way, RF. I'm gonna have RF on the channel later on this week, talking about not this matchup, but the one leading into this, the semifinals. But anyway, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, so I'm building my Elixir Golem bush, and now that I see his deck and the Barba, I realize like he's never gonna like keep pressuring him and then just not go like so like as long as I don't go like ridiculously overcommitting to the point where it's like a massive counter push. If I'm just like kind of clean with my pushes, then like I should be totally fine.
Okay.
And you see, like we don't really get any damage, but we clean up his counter push, and that wasn't like my big push. But later on the game, as like he gets kind of down in elixir, it really pays off for me. So we're gonna NATO this here, and just so he can go in for a graveyard. And now I know if he pushes into me, I get a counter push, so he can't graveyard. And I mean, there's no reason he should. It's he has like no HP.
When do you decide to drop that Elixir Golem in the back versus at the bridge, like versus the support troops first?
I always play the Elixir Golem first, so then if you have a big push and your troops are still alive, you can just drop another one at the bridge. And then
okay, yeah, we saw that in the previous matchup. Yeah, would you have been running this much Elixir Golem had you not banned Bomb Tower?
No.
Okay.
I like.
It was all part of the strategy.
In the first like best of 5, he ran like the balloon. I was not expecting that, and I realized like he plays a lot more like decks with Bomb Tower that aren't like his main decks than I thought. So I thought like if I banned Bomb Tower, it would eliminate a lot of those.
Yeah, better safe than sorry for sure.
On the spot.
Yeah.
You can see he had to like he didn't get to run like bread and butter.
Yeah, and you can see here that neither of you are getting much damage here. So what's going through your head? You know it's going to be triple elixir time.
I realize it's triple elixir. I'm just going to play everything at the bridge for the next minutes.
And I remember this. I remember this watching this live, and I'm like, oh crap. Every push gets bigger and bigger. I'm like, dude, he's not going to stop this.
And when you get 2 healers down, it's usually... And you can see the yellow, like all the troops just become yellow with all that healing.
Yeah.
And now I just keep unloading at the bridge constantly.
Oh my god.
And with a massive dragon, yeah, he can't do anything.
Dude, he poisons, he has Ewiz, but look at all that crap. Oh my god.
Yeah, so much.
Congratulations.
I mean, that's like more than there's like an audience of like a football game. Like that was ridiculous.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you should have been. What did you do when you won? Did you like jump up and down? Did you scream? Or you just chill?
I was hyped, but like I was like just really surprised. I was like, it was hard to like surprised and like really happy and shocked like for the next like day. I was like, it's crazy. Like,
Yeah, man. Was that the biggest thing that you've ever won? Like, was that more
oh yeah,
gratifying than finishing high on ladder? Or?
yeah. No, this is much harder than finishing. Like, I mean, this is probably like competitive wise. This is like or like a top. I don't even know, like top 3. It's like a pretty big deal. I mean, it doesn't go on like my in-game profile, which would have been nice, but it'll do. It'll do. So
Yeah, man. Well, congratulations, dude. You played very well, and you know what? People can hate on like low skill decks, but there's a reason that you were in place to succeed in the finals, right?
I
And
wanted to run like other decks, like I wanted to use like Mega Knight, but like no one I played against like was really gonna like I wouldn't have
you
had
have to
good.
go ultimately, like people can hate, like I said, but you have to go with what you think you can win, given the bans and given the situation,
Yeah,
given the player going against and given their deck pool. So, and like I
yeah.
said, there's no better student in the game than you out there. So, dude, thanks again for coming on, kind of bringing us into the mind of Bag during the Gamer G finals, man, and congrats again.
Shout out to my or if you guys want to check out my YouTube channel, I've been uploading like a good amount. After Gamestry, like I've kind of taken the weekend more chill. So and I've had like the last for like President's Day. So yeah, if you guys want to check that out, I upload like top ladder videos. I did like a video where I played like Arena 1 decks in top 50 and like won like 100% of the time. Yeah, if you guys
Awesome,
want to check
man.
that out, the link should hopefully be in the description.
Yeah, dude, we'll
I
put it in the
think I
pinned
actually
comment
do
for you
that.
guys. We'll put the pinned comment for you guys to check out Bag's channel and give him some support over there, and check out his player stats and profile as well. Thanks to Saturel.com, and your Twitter information too will be in the show notes below. Bag, a great guy to follow on social media. So thanks again, Bag. Really appreciate it, man. Congrats.
No problem. Thanks for having me on.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out his information as well. And, of course, huge shout out to Royale. Check out his YouTube information and social media information in the description below, as well as the deck links of all the decks that Bag played. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.